Bruh. How has it been 11 minutes of starting soon? What the fuck? Hello everyone, how are you doing? I hope you are well. It is time to stream. Oh my goodness. How are y'all doing today? We're here. We out here. I hope y'all are doing well. Thank you so much for the rare parrot and the chat. Chats in chat, everybody. Chats in chat, everybody. Wait, where is it? Thank you, The Invincible, for 7 fucking streams. That's incredible. I appreciate you so much. We are here because it's time. And I've noticed, I've noticed so far we've been doing a lot of streams, a lot of different stuff. I want to go back to what I want to do, okay? And what I want to do is dick around on the SCP universe. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so it's going to be some stories. We're going to talk about, first we're going to talk about Jerome, because I made my goal from last time. I've not changed my goals. We're repeating my favorite, because here's the thing, right? I'm aware that there's a bazillion of them, but then every time I do them, part of me, low-key, is like, I wish it was SCP-3008 though. Like, no matter what, part of me is low-key, I wish it was SCP-3008. Why is bits not working? I swear to God. Okay, whatever. This is the bits. I'm gonna manually do it. I got them to work again, just so you know. Music's a bit loud. That's so fair. I got them to work again. They weren't working last time. I think I just have to have Sammy open. So I think that's the secret. But how are you doing? Let me say hello to everybody. Viper, Michael, Amen, Lena, Reese, Chunky, Invincible, DG, Q Money, Tucker, Big Rigs, Spencer, Reese, Invincible, I really appreciate you all being here. It's story time. Okay, let me add this to my story, because I was trying to do this off stream and then I realized it was 11 minutes and I've done very little, I've had very little, I don't know, the passage of time is far too much. Yes, a moat stream. Yes, indeed. Average gamer, hello, welcome in. All right, I'm doing it. I'm doing a fucking story on this. Is there like an IKEA? Is there an IKEA song? Let's see here. Wait, let me pause. There's IKEA Party Hard. All right, that's what we're doing. All right. Exploring the killer IKEA. And then I'm gonna do some big block letters. Exploring the killer IKEA. Excellent. IKEA. Honestly, I'm a pretty big fan of this song. I don't know if y'all are hearing this. Okay. How do I do like a darker blue? Okay. There we go. This is what we got here. We're doing a story. But yes, how are you all doing? I hope things are going well. We are gonna start off with me talking about Jerome, because I said I would last time. And I'm trying to keep my promises when I can. So then, yeah, so this is met. Let's do, goals is met. I don't know. The first one is met, so that's what's going on. All right, sorry. I'm in the part of the stream where I should have done this off stream, so now basically my brain's broken and you're just gonna hear me just repeat the same thing over and over again. How was y'all's weekend? What did y'all do? What do y'all do when you're behind in life? Do you have any advice? Okay. This IKEA is going to be in my, like, please enter a valid link. Twitch.t. Nope. Alright. Boom. I did it. And then I'm going to do a Twitter. Is Twitter still a thing? Do y'all still go in here? Who's been on a Twitter in the last 5 years? Okay. Post. Exploring a killer IKEA. Exploring a killer IKEA. Okay. Alright, so, I believe the year was 2022, but it could have been 2023 because honestly, I'm not okay with the passage of time, and it's really messing with me. Me and Slew Horror, who was here, went to the Jerome Museum, or the Jerome Haunted Hotel. A killer IKEA? That's a spicy Swedish meatball. Exactly. How are you doing, Brian? So I'm going to tell a story about that before we get into the IKEA. The IKEA is the meat, but the IKEA is the Swedish meatball, if you will. But for now, I do want to show you some footage from that stream, which I believe I have saved. And if not, whoops. I swear I had it saved somewhere. Maybe it's on Slew's channel? Let me think. You have 2 Twitter accounts, but you haven't used them in over 10 years. Should I bother with Twitter anymore? I'm going to ask Gemini because I can't think I've lost the critical thinking. Whether you should use it, it's real-time news, reasons to leave, algorithmic changes, 30% decrease. Mental health. Frequent users often describe the environment as a cesspool or hell. That feels like their brain's been hijacked by negativity. What if I want to get traction as a content creator? Is there even any point? Oh my goodness. Networking and proximity. That is true. It's good for networking. You can sell digital products. What digital products would I sell? I don't understand how sales works. I don't even know where I am right now. So, myself and Slew Horror, we went to the what's it called? The Jerome hospital. And let me pull up some stuff about Jerome. Let's see. The Jerome Grand Hotel in Jerome, Arizona is a haunted former hospital operating from 1926 to 1950 as the United Verde Hospital. I think I'm pronouncing that right. You've had Twitter for 15 years and you've never made a tweet once. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know, man. I'm sure it's important for somebody. I also really like that they still use Yahoo. That's how you know that this is legit, you know? I feel like in a lot of situations, you know, it fucks if it's like still using stuff from like forever ago. Like if the restaurant still has really old decorations, or if the website looks like it's built on GeoCities, that can either be evidence of something that's doing quite well or quite poorly, I suppose, depending on what it is. Let's see. I'm trying to get this window capture to work. Okay, here we go. If somebody posts a link to Twitter, I'll click on it, but they make you log in to even read comments, and I just don't. Yeah, I think like a lot of social media sites do that. Twitter is like, should I go on Twitter right now? Should we go on Twitter and see before we do Jerome? Like, what is my Twitter now? Like, it gets to the point where it's like, I don't even understand what's the, like, why am I on here? Like, am I logged in even? Yeah. Let's see. I mean, we got people I like, so this is good. I like how For You is a lot of people that I follow. This is just a picture of someone's knee. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to show all of this. This is like, some of this is pretty strange. I like this from ContraPoints. 1 second. This is important. I need to share this with you, y'all. This is, in case you're wondering, should you use Twitter? This is my feed. It might be my fault that this is my feed, but this is my feed nonetheless. All right, so I got this one. I like. This is good. Lesbian on a camping trip with the straight girl she's in love with and her boyfriend. Okay, like Natalie Counterpoint says, I will never tell you who I thought was whom when I posted this. The Discord is too good, but like we all know. I'm just gonna retweet that. All right, well that's pretty good. Fallout Hub, he died on the 15th anniversary of Fallout 3. Oh, that's crazy. Perry claimed to have played so much Fallout 3 that he began to develop corporal tunnel system. After gifting a game to Ellen, he was given the role of Betty. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. I don't know what that means. This person turned 30. Good for them. NFL player Ryan Russell with his boyfriend. That's cute, you know. My friends, do you fuck with Mega Man? Sure, let's like that. BB Jess is a furry now. That's good to know. We got Today's Society saying stuff. Legendary cosplay could debut. Okay. This is a song. Gummy Walk Time. Okay. That's nice. This is calm. Anyway, my feed's not super interesting. We got the GIMP suits. That's pretty good. I think I know the GIMP suit are on the right. What do you mean you think you know? All right, that's enough of that. All right, here we are. This is what we're doing. Today. So, the Jerome Hotel, went there. So basically back in the day, it was a hospital between like the 20s to 50s. And now it is an actual hotel where you can rent a room. And so we rented a room, and listen, I know this is hard to believe, but I consider myself like somewhat of a skeptic when it comes to this shit. But I saw some shit that like I can't really explain. How are you doing, Draco? Nice to see you. I'm doing well. How are you? All right, here we go. I'm going to read it to you. I'll make it into a picture though, so that you don't have to read, because I can read. Unlike the Gen Alphas, I can fucking read. Okay, so look at this. All right, 1926 to 1950. We getting spooky? Absolutely. So first, we are talking about Jerome Hotel, because I said I'd do it for a bit goal, and then we're gonna talk about the Killer IKEA, which is one of my favorite SCPs of all time. So that's what's up right now. So, the United Verde Hospital was constructed in 1926, and it replaced the old hospital that was built in 1917. And a fault shift due to blasting damaged the south wing. So basically, this is Jerome in Arizona. This was a mining town back in the day. It's really wild because now it's basically just a tourist place. There's something like, I forget how many people there are, but there's like a few hundred, I think. Always need more than one window open. I feel like I try and tell a story and then I try and check something and then I end up opening another fucking tab. Jerome population. I'm having another window off. I just need to pretend that this is a Teams meeting, like at work, and y'all are like my boss, and I have to pretend I'm not reading from a screen. All right. So there's approximately 444 to 454 residents. I like how you can like have such a small I love how you can have such a small population that there's a range between 10 people. It's like, sorry, we might be off by 10. Could you imagine like getting the population of Beijing or some shit, or like Mexico City? It's like, oh, sorry, we might be off by 10. I deeply apologize. Like, it's slightly declining with a 0.22% annual growth rate. So basically, what I assume happens is one person moves in, and then one person moves in, and then one person dies. we're slightly less people every time. So this is the only photo that's showing both hospitals. I don't know which one's which. I think this is the hospital here that we stayed in, the one on the left. I don't know. You probably can't see my cursor, but there's the top one behind the mountain, and then on the right side there's like another one. How do I make like a cursor show on a screen? I've only been streaming forever. It's fine. This is the only photo. Yeah, once patients' equipment were moved to the new hospital, the wing was removed with major remodeling. The original Jerome School was damaged by the same fault and had to be torn down. Okay, well, this is less interesting than I thought it would be. The strange location for the fourth and last hospital, which is now the Jerome Grand Hotel, was due to the known stability of the ground. So it turns out mining is really difficult. I don't know if y'all know that, but I would really strongly recommend not mining generally. I think one thing that really upsets me is how Minecraft is basically indoctrinated children to think that a life in the mines is the correct correct answer. If your child is yearning for the mines, you need to get them out of that. You need to get them to do something else. May I recommend like a sport or just something that doesn't involve breathing in a lot of asbestos. So the building plans were dated 1926. That's crazy. My house is, not my house, but the house I rent is built in 1937. So that's 10 years. Maybe mind your own business. Hey, oh, you got me so hard with that. That's so true. So 30,000 square feet, poured in place concrete building was opened in 1927. It had patient call lights, balconies, sun porches, emergency backup lighting, self-service elevator, ice making room. I fucking would love an ice making room. Laboratories, x-rays, blah, 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 blah. Hospital shit. I've seen these boilers in real life. I know this doesn't sound like a very interesting thing to see, but I got really excited about these. I don't know what y'all's interests are. You know, you're here, so we probably have some interest in common algorithmically. But I love like when you go into like the back of a building or an old building, you find just like some like equipment that like looks like it's from 1920s and still has the original lettering. I don't know, yeah, big boiler fan. No, I get excited about this shit. So in case you were wondering, oh yeah, big boiler fan. Well, you're in luck. You're in luck. I haven't even got anything spooky yet. The building was actually originally equipped with 3 boilers. There was a 50 horsepower Kawani low pressure steam boiler and a high pressure steam boiler for sterilization. You're welcome. As a machinist, I love finding old equipment and seeing how it worked. Right Living Retro, and an excellent name for that. Moat Big Bowler Last BBL confirmed. That's what they call me. What a beaut. Yeah, look at that. So the 90-year-old G motors still work and the vacuum still pumps. This is crazy shit. I got to go back not backstage. This was one of those exciting things. I think like we were up because we were filming stuff. I have a bunch of footage from this. We should do something with it. We went to the back room and they let us walk around the boiler room, and someone like died back here too. This is like the most haunted place ever. But yeah, we got to go backstage in the boiler at like 2 a.m. It was a very exciting time. Interesting that they converted the ancient boiler to natural gas. I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't know what that is. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Sorry, let me bring back the boiler picture. So there was the death, in brackets, suicide, of the last caretaker in the 1980s. So the building was boarded up and watched over by local police and small staff who were at the headquarters in Jerome. Vandalism occurred, but this added as an incentive to sell. But yeah, basically Phelps Dodge Mining Corp., which sounds like some like villain. This sounds like a villain arc from some movie. Phelps Dodge Mining Corp. Acquired this this hospital until it closed, and then they just didn't know what the fuck to do with it. They knew that it like couldn't be a hospital. Basically, like there was just like a ton of crazy shit that happened here, like a bunch of deaths, people falling to their deaths, people like committing suicide, people getting pushed. It was just a nuts place because like the mines are insane. So a lot of people would get like terribly injured there. So they needed this hospital. They had like a really big hospital, I'm sure, for the size of the town. And then yeah, like it was, so not only were people dying in the mines, people were dying in this hospital. It was just like kind of just a shit show. It would be difficult to sell this as like any other thing other than a haunted hotel. Hi, Likes to Watch. How are you doing? Let's see. So yeah, they wanted to try and make it a hotel. I want to see when it was built as like a, sorry, you're just looking at dumb shit. Okay, here we go. Here's what we want here. I was like, what is all this other shit? I don't care. Also, why is this picture so skinny? What is going on here? It's a terrible photo. What is going on? Is the hotel haunted? That's what we all want to fucking know. Any good historic building should have some mystery to offer. Most buildings have been around a long time, would have some rumors and gossip. Well, to be honest, the Jerome Hotel was the perfect place for rumors and gossip and some strange occurrences. Ooh. It was originally a hospital built on a steep slope, and kids were marched up to the hospital for any inoculations, and when their family was sick, they'd have to visit them. It had the patina, I don't know what patina is, patina, and feel of being abandoned and left to the elements. Then the closing of the mine happened, and the entire town took an ominous-looking feel. Yeah, that's crazy. You're a steep slope. Got him. How are you doing, Heroism? But yeah, it's true. Like, I think this is such an interesting town, because what do you do? Most mining towns just kind of have to shut down. Like, it's literally a ghost town, you know? Because, like, what on earth would a town that's just mines, what would you use that for after with just like a few thousand people after it's shut down? So it becomes a ghost town, and then, you know, because there's so much like death and like crazy stories surrounding with this town, it literally becomes like a haunted hub. So it's just like it's a very interesting place. I want to go back. It's been a few years. Patina is that gunk when silver gets old. That sounds right. I don't know for sure, but that sounds correct to me. I'm all right. How are you doing? I am doing well. I am here on a Sunday at 9:30 p.m. bright and early. I am somewhat too late for stream, but that's okay. You know, sometimes you're too late for stream, sometimes you're early. Obviously, today's not one of those days. All right. So the owner moved and started work in 1994, and there was an overcast of uncertainty. It was a feeling that your presence was in question. Not sure if you're welcome or not. I have a fucking story about that. I'm gonna write this down on like a list. A film or incrustation, usually green, produced by oxidation on old bronze. Oh, interesting. Because yeah, I always noticed that like bronze stuff has a green film, and like for silver, when it gets that sort of black cover, it kind of is bad, right? People need to polish it. But I find when like bronze is covered in green, people seem to think it's like, that's cool. Like the Statue of Liberty is bronze, right? And it's green. So, like that used to be bronze, right? Am I crazy? Or did it come green? Okay, I'm looking at it. Okay, it used to be copper. Okay. Is it copper or bronze? But yeah, I like that color. I think it also turns a cooler color than silver does. Let's see. Yeah, the feel of your presence was in question, not sure if you were welcomed or not. In the second month, this feeling started to relax. And then one day during the second month, it went away. So once he started the hotel, it was like everything was fine. The Green Giant. That is the Jolly Green Giant. That is whenever you have the bean commercials, that's what that's referencing. Polishing off at an antique store can lower its value. Is that real? Bronze is most common or notable. Interesting. During the following months, that became a feeling of a protective nature. The owner is not into hauntings nor ghost stories, but said, if the spirits that be are happy, I'm happy. Yes, there have been a couple of TV shows on the spirit nature. And yes, it's the only reason people come here and the only reason we make money. There have been a number of psychics who have visited the property. The owner says that of many of the visiting psychics over the years, 3 of them seem to pick up on a number of things from past and presents. 2 in particular, I like this. This is fun to me when it's just like 2 different people have the same comments. Like, are they in cahoots? Do they know each other? Or, maybe this is just true. 2 in particular said the head nurse or the nurse in charge. Okay, so that's what they called them. Were upset with the removal of the desks. That sounds like something that just like a head nurse would say. Just like, I understand that this hasn't been a hospital for years, but the desks being gone really bothers me. Can we move them back, please? Both psychics were in what is now the restaurant and lounge, and originally the dispensary and main entrance. The owner each told the psychic the original dispensary decks were in the storage. They didn't know each other and visited more than a year apart. All right. Let us see here. When you lived in Louisiana as a kid, there were 2 different haunted bed and breakfasts on your bus route to school. Louisiana also seems like a good place for that sort of stuff as well. Okay, this is 4 years ago. Okay, so this is 2022, I think. Okay, there's two streams. One is from us in the cemetery and one is from us like walking away towards the building. Okay, let's just go towards the building. There's one of us in a cemetery, but let's just go back to this. So this is us going back into the building. Ooh, at night. Ooh, spooky. The only haunted thing is moat cutting a pineapple. I nailed the pineapple cutting. I don't know what you're talking about. This is also like back before I really IRL streamed at all. So we were just like doing our best with whatever fucking iPhone we had in 2022. That was probably like 3 or 4 years old. So it's like, it's just like ridiculous, but you do the best you can, right? Let's see. Where is the window capture? I love when I try and open a source and it just fucking decides, you know what? No. I don't want to be shown. That's fine. I'm not upset at all. 2022 is the year Columbus sailed the ocean blue. As a Canadian, I'm pretty sure that's right. Like, I don't have a lot of experience, but I think that's true. What is going on? I can't pull up this link. I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, I'm gonna open up another window capture. Fuck it. You're gonna not invite me to our Jerome recap? I'm not doing a Jerome recap. I'm doing an IKEA recap. But then I found out that, but then someone hit the bickle and then I didn't do it last stream. So I'm doing it now. You can be here. You can tell people stuff, you know, whenever you want. How are you? Listen, this has been a last minute stream, okay? Why the fuck won't this show up? I'm actually gonna crash out. I'm like trying to get this win. Oh wait, here we go. You know what I think happened? It's like super skinny. Wait, let me try. Fuck, Slew, he can't be here. What camera are you on? Look at this. You can see this, right? I'm so frustrated by my OBS. It's just like this. Why is it so skinny? What is this? Fuck's sake, man. I hate this. Why? Why? Okay, here we go. What the fuck? Body goals? No skinny shaming. Stop it. Everyone, stop. Everyone's banned from speaking. All right, here we go. So this is us walking up through it. Okay. Returning after a long time. Body standards nowadays are crazy. Absolutely. I thought you lost this. This is on your channel, Slew. This is on your YouTube.
Alright, so
there it is.
The Asylum.
Cool. The restaurant's called the Asylum.
Okay. I'm not sure if
I'm gonna move over.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the staff is gonna be cool with.
It's on your Twitch.
So when we walk through,
it's on your own
lobby,
Twitch channel. Here, I'll share like your own link to you.
I'll just make up like a.
Did I say like YouTube? I don't know.
Situation. Just be like, no, Mom, I don't care that Dad's dying. I'm not gonna go see him.
That's so. Yeah, I feel that. I hate my dad. I love my dad. At this point, we were so exhausted because we were looking through like the, what was it called? We were looking, went all the way down to the cemetery. We thought we were going to get attacked by 70,000 rattlesnakes. And so by this time we just like all want to sit, like, I'm just like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. We call this activity white people shit. I mean, you're not wrong. You know, I appreciate it. Oh, this fucking lobby. The lobby was sick. Okay. So y'all, this is really important. We're going to go back here. Moat, you should know better. Yeah, I mean, you realize I'm absolutely the person in a horror movie that like, if it says, please don't open that door, or there's something really scary in that door, don't go through it. The first thing I'm going to do is go through that door, right?
It's too much. Yeah. I mean, it's like a little.
Like I was on the verge of death at this point.
For sorries, you know what I mean? It's like it's one.
Okay, so this here, really good footage. You can tell. So there's this clock up here, and the boiler room was to the left. So we were still going to ghost hunting. Yeah, no, it was crazy.
To disown me for my lifestyle, but for clowning, come on.
That's okay.
I do what I want with the tuition money, and I said I'm going to clown college. Okay, all right, now we're good.
This hallway was insane. So we had the, what was it, like the ERP or EMT or ERD or whatever it's called. And the entire time we were walking around, it felt like phasmophobia, where you're just like wandering around with this stupid machine and it never goes off and you're just like so frustrated. Yeah, my backpack was open. Surprisingly, I didn't actually lose I can see my purple makeup case in my backpack. I actually didn't lose that until my parents parked their rental car in Little Tokyo in LA, and someone smashed the window and stole it. There's nothing of value, by the way. They stole a makeup case that was full of kind of my B tier makeup. It was like the kind of, because I put like the main stuff in my purse, and then the second one in that secondary container, and then what was it? And then like like a bag with like a t-shirt or something. LA is a gem. City of Angels, that's what they say. When did that happen? It happened last year. It was funny because I was on my way to Igor's office, if you know where that is, Slew, and my mom had to come in because I was hanging out with him and a couple of his coworkers. It was like there was actually like a reason for that, like they were doing a promotional video, but then my mom came freaked out, and then she was all cut up not because she was like not because it happened while she was there. She came back to it and then reached in and cut her hand. And so she was in shock. And so we had to like sit her down. We have too many modes here to change anything. There's only one. We all know Igor, of course. But yeah, whatever it is, the EMT, the ERP, the ESPN or whatever, the machine barely beeped at all. But when we were in this hallway, like that's why it's like crazy to me, because it's like, I don't know much about ghost hunting. I don't know much about ghosts. I'm kind of a skeptic, but the fact that it didn't go off anywhere, and then in this hallway it went off like hella, like it was going off so hard, and I don't know like what it picks up on, but we talked to the people in the lobby and they were like, oh yeah, there's a lot of presences there. And it was just like a really weird thing that it like didn't go off anywhere except there. I'm on the same you ask this every time. It's still the same camera. I swear to God, it's the same camera. You saw a ghost once? Where? I like that clock. Good clock.
Yeah.
Something's different. Lighting's probably better. I have more lights on. Sometimes I'm too lazy to turn on the lights. It's truly probably something really idiotic like that. It's sort of like, oh my God, what did you do to your hair? It looks so nice. Like, oh, I brushed it. Like, it's like that energy. That's probably, yeah.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much.
Your family friend's basement? Damn, what'd you see? I feel like if you work at a haunted hotel, your job is to yes and any ghost-related thought. No, Gringo, for sure. It's so funny because, like, I would love to work at a place like this, but I'm such a skeptic. But people there, like, seem to really, really believe it. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, I feel like I'd be a downer. But, like, at the same time, I'd be a downer while also, like, totally believing everything I saw. Like, the shit I saw was pretty nuts, you know? Like, yeah, like, there's this, like, I get it. They're going for the realness, whatever. But, yeah, like, the fact that there's just this, like, creepy clock and this picture lady, and that's the only time that the, what is it, EMT meter. What is it called? EMF. Oh, my God, EMF. Yeah, and everyone had a good story, exactly. You just remember the chin? You saw just the chin of a ghost? But yeah, this looks like fucking haunted as shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Do I need to take a EMF is an electromagnetic field. Yeah. There are many things that can generate EMF.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So apparently, I don't know what there was, but this hallway was the only place that had an electromagnetic field. You're also convinced your apartment is haunted? I mean, my house is built in the 30s, so. Okay. I'm just saying, chances are good. I also love this place because it just looks like how I decorate my own house as well. Like I just want all of this stuff in my house.
The haunted door, you're not wrong.
Yeah, all of this could be haunted. We are out of breath. I can hear us like panting.
What up?
In Italy, everything was built like forever ago. Yeah, exactly.
You know, I think
look at this fucking hallway, man. This shit is crazy. Like, this just looks scary. Like, I personally, like, don't find, like, shit like this that upsetting. But this, like, plus the background of everything makes me feel that, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'd probably be okay by myself, but maybe not. It's weird perceiving stages. Me trying to crack jokes and you over my show. I was so tired at this point. This was, like... we literally walked all the way down to the cemetery, almost got attacked by snakes, and all I wanted to do was go to sleep. But this is one of my favorite parts of the whole thing, though. There was so much insane amounts of walking. So one of the craziest things, okay, was, so the room that we stayed in was a room that a woman died in by walking, like, falling out the window. And at some point, they believed that one of the guys, like maybe the male attendants or something, pushed her out of the window. So we were staying in this haunted, this room that was allegedly haunted. But there were a lot of things that were really weird. We would charge the batteries, and they would go to, like, nothing. Like, we would be charging the batteries, they'd be at 100%, and they were, like, dead. Which is, like, very odd, especially because, like, my stuff has, like, never done that before. And there is this time, like, it was, like, late at night, and Sue was very scared, and I was less scared because it sort of just looks where I live. And we were watching TV, and I believe it was, like, Seinfeld or Friends. I think it was Seinfeld. And the TV starts, like, slowing down. Like, I don't know, man, if they were fucking with us, but, like, we were watching cable, and it just sort of started going in slow motion. And I have been in many of a hotel, you know, in the 2000s, on many of a cable channel, just like that. And I've never seen the TV just, like, slow the fuck down. Like, it was going, like, boo, you know? And then it just started, like, it was crazy. Like, it was literally like someone was, like, messing with the footage, but it was just, like, it was cable on, like, I don't know if it was a CRT TV, but it was, like, you know, not like a super, like, it wasn't like a smart TV or anything. And then I was like, damn, that was fucked up. That was so scary. The moment those shrooms hit, right? Yeah, and he was so afraid. I'm like, yeah, that was crazy. Anyway, see you tomorrow, because I'm fucking narcoleptic. So then I fell asleep and he was terrified. Chum, 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 chum. Everybody, chum, 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 chum. Hello. Let me turn this off. Chum, how are you? How are you doing? Chum is my best stream friend, everyone, and a very excellent person. And also, he and me share a Discord. So if ever you want to know what's going on in our lives, and all those times where I inevitably cancel stream because I'm crashing out mentally and or physically, that's a great place to find out. So check it out. Moats like these goats are where she passes out. I am like the goats. Yes, I am very similar to those goats. It's the raid song. Whoa, thank you, Chum, for the raid. Chum's very, very awesome. I really appreciate you being here, hanging out today. It's the raid song. Oh, he's the master of the night song, the champion of the sun. Chum's the master of karate and friendship for everyone. It's the raid song. It's the raid song. You took your Roompa child to the room and fought the capitalist museum. I'm gonna need to know what game this is. Also, NT visited your house for a day and forgot to tell people. For one day only? Just one day? That's really exciting. Wait, like your real IRL house? Primata. How is Primata? That's so exciting. Even if it's online or IRL, I'm just excited. NT is Chum's lovely girlfriend and a wonderful human being. That's amazing. Just for a day? That's crazy. That's so exciting. Yes. This is so out of tune. I'm sorry I'm like this. Chat, is Moat blind? It was a spontaneous... Maybe it didn't come in through right away. Oh, yeah, Moat, I forgot we had beef. We have beef? Why? What did I do? What did you do? Am I blind? I've been blind this whole time. That's the twist. I don't know if you knew this, but this is actually... My stream is a series of Twitch. She misread almost every word in the last few messages. I took your Roompa child to the moon and fought the Capitalist Museum. Also, NT visited your house for a day. I've read it. I've read that right. You're supposed to wingman you with Julia Kins? I don't remember that at all. What? Hello, Random Medical. How are you doing? That sounds like vaguely like that could have happened. Keyboard is in Braille this whole time. How goes the stream? It's been going well. I've been realizing my guitar's not tuned properly. We're talking about some old school times in the Jerome Hotel, the haunted hospital from Jerome, Arizona, and then I'm going to talk about my favorite story, which is the IKEA story. Clearly, you didn't try hard enough. I didn't remember, so I didn't try very hard at all. Clearly, yeah. Wait, do 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 do. And now you know why we have beef. Yeah, I'm sorry. I fucked that up. I fucked a lot of things up in my life, man. My life is a series of mistakes. Sometimes you just sit and your life flashes before your eyes and you're like, damn, think of all these things I could have done. I could have set up J-Mash with Julia Kins. I could have, I don't know. I could have gone to Europe. I've been to Europe. I've been to France. It was okay. All right, here we go. Where is Jesus? What? So yeah, I left SLU falling asleep during Seinfeld as it went to slow motion in the haunted hotel. That's worse than not letting me say bitch anymore. I'm sorry. Europe, awesome. France, I feel like we're all in agreement over that. Don't forget about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Absolutely. Another regret of my life is losing touch with God. Were people in France rude? Yes, they're so rude. Imagine not living in Europe. No, you're like the only one who lives in Europe, J-Mash. No one else. If you live in Europe, say I. Everyone in Europe who lives in Europe. Yeah, I was like a kid. It was a school trip, and it was very frustrating because I was in junior high and pretty deeply uncool to begin with. I was pretty bullied heavily, and then everyone in France is rude to you. Like, if you are from out of town, keep in mind, I assume, like, I'm not sure France is rolling in like gold mines. I'm not sure that they have like a rich natural resource situation. I'm pretty sure in Paris, a lot of their fucking money comes from tourism, okay? And the idea of being just rude to all these people who are genuinely just there to just chill is crazy. And it was me, it was a group of kids. And I'm like, it's just like, I understand kids are annoying. Okay, I was a kid. I get it. I've seen kids. Kids are annoying. But like literally, like we were crossing the street. This is like a group of like, I forget how many kids were on the school trip, but like 40 kids, 40 to 50 max, maybe 60. I don't know. There were a bunch of kids, but people were frustrated that we were crossing the street. So they started honking, which is like, oh, the kids were probably going slowly. It's like, oh, no. Like as soon as we started crossing the street, they started honking. So as soon as the first child put their little child feet on the road, the honking started. It's just like, well, this is going to be a lot of honking because there's an entire group of people to go. It's just like just immediate anger. Their freedom comes from us. Yeah, exactly. They'd be occupied territory right now. You almost had Spider Cat sit for me because she liked Italy so much. Aw, that's cute. Spider Cat. I was confused, but you asked Spider to cats it. French are funded by stealing from their African colonies. Yeah, they can't win a war, and they just, yeah, exactly, and they just steal from other people. Fuck France, their resource is being bitches. You keep your lucky child foot on your keychain. Perfect. Where it should be. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, people in France are assholes. Corin, how are you doing? It's nice to see you. Thank you so much for being here. I hope things are well. with you. But yeah, I just remember just like people from France are so annoying. If you don't speak perfect French, if you don't speak French, like go fuck yourself, right? And keep in mind, like, okay, I get it. French Canadians are so much better. They're also drive me insane, off llamas, but it depends. It depends. I have some French Canadian friends. Okay, I have some French Canadian friends, but but yeah, they can be pretty grating as well. Are no better. Oh, I thought you said okay. Never mind. I can't read. You guys are right. No better. I have one, and he's a gem. You're doing quite well, I'd say. I don't have a job or school at the moment, so you're focusing on gym, dating, and writing. That sounds kind of like, that's very Jersey Shore of you. Gym, tan, laundry. Gym, dating, writing. The M in moat stands for dyslexic. Maybe. My reading comprehension is pretty low today, apparently. But yeah, I remember because it's like, okay, I understand. Obviously, I'm a kid, And this is crazy too, like looking back on this. Like, I can understand being like rude to adults, but it's like we're kid. Maybe that's like they assume we're from America. Everyone's like shitting on America all the time. I don't know, but like this is like people who are like children, and you're basically like shitting on children for like not being like good enough at French for your people. It's just like I'm gonna bully a child. Like we were like maybe 13, maybe 14. Like there are people there that like when you're that age, you're clearly like you're talking to a kid and you're basically just shitting on a child. Like I don't understand the point of that. Like I'd say something like, "Oh, je voudrais un croque monsieur, s'il vous plaît," and they'd be like 4.50. I'm like, "Oh, merci." I'm like obviously excited to be there. And like, it's a big deal to like go there, and then they're just like, "You're welcome." They're just like just bitchy to a child. What do you want me to draw, J Mash? No one has redeemed that. And can you draw a photo? Well, no, already. Crossing the street and being shit on by the French? Yes. Okay, deal. You heard a comic say Quebec is just Pittsburgh with French-speaking people. I don't know what Pittsburgh is like, but I like that it makes it sound shitty. In other streams, every time you mention you're from Portland, everyone joins on the bandwagon and shits on it. Well, you're lucky that we're talking about people that we actually hate more than Portland. So, luckily enough for you, we happen to be bringing up people that are more annoying than Portland people. It's not photorealistic. I want your money back. It was not money. It was, it's points. Also, why isn't it it used to be 6,900 points. Portland is the France of America. That's not true. Moat hates the Pacific Northwest. I mean, yeah, like Portland is like Vancouver. Like it's very like Vancouver of America. Can you imagine Portland but with the French? That would be brutal. Okay, I'm gonna get a drawing. So I actually don't have any more drawings left on this paper pad. How much is a big paper pad? Hey, I used to live in Portland. How rude. I've never been. I'm sure it's nice. It's just like I lived in Vancouver for a lot of years and I found it very depressing. Like just the weather. I think it's better than Vancouver and Seattle. I don't know. I haven't been, but I assume the people are better. But I can't imagine the weather is a lot easier to deal with. Okay, a large sticky easel pad with 30 sheets. It's $30. It's $1 a sheet. You know what really makes me angry? When I got laid off at my last job, they had unlimited paper pads that no one was using because it's a dying company. And I could have taken them, and I had it on my list to take a big paper pad, and I forgot. And I'm still really mad about it. You really want to go to Seattle? It'd be cool to visit Seattle, but it's not great to live in Seattle. Okay, I'm getting a notebook. I'm getting a handy dandy notebook. Everyone just calm down, okay? Calm down. I'll be back, all right? Just give me a second. Y'all, it's been so long that I, like, can't even find a notepad. Like, it's been so long since somebody, I'll ask when she's back, Slew photoshopped a very upsetting picture of me and then blackmailed me. I would like to note that that's not, it was absolutely photoshopped. It was not without my consent. In another stream, you won't mention names, we got some tea. There's a streamer has a ton of allergies and was trying to sell her on visiting my city. Many people, including one of her VIPs, shit on Portland, saying there's no reason to visit Portland, and to keep the peace didn't argue that point. They were hell on. No, Portland's sick. I've heard great things about Portland. I just, I feel like for every, there's good things and bad things about all cities. Like most cities have good and bad things, I think, generally. Is it actually the strip club capital? To not keep the peace. Cora, J-Mash is always like that. Just ignore him. I'm sorry. All right. Let's see. That's not true. It's absolutely not true. I don't know. I can't explain how many times. And then he said that if I didn't put it on the fridge, that he would what would he do? He would make sure that I never saw JoJo ever again, It was crazy. It was a crazy thing to say. Let's say drop it in the Discord. Don't drop it in the Discord. I never said that. He didn't say that. That's not true. If any of y'all think Portland's not visiting, look up the top foodie cities. Yeah, no, Portland is great food, great brewery. It's just that you understand that J-Mash is the sort of person that if you say, hey, don't do that, they're gonna do that, right? I'll admit the hipsters are pretty insufferable. Hipsters are insufferable everywhere, but the good news is they're sort of a dying breed. I say that as a reformed hipster. I'm a former hipster. And it's sort of like hippies. It's like they're still around, but like they don't have the staying power that they used to. Actually, hippies are sick though. I fuck with hippies. I am an ex hipster. Okay, I've recovered. Wait. Let me see. I want to do like a POV streams. For people like the streamer, it could be one of the best cities in the world for her to visit if she wants to eat well. Oh, because there's a lot of food allergies. Portland tried to leave the U.S. Well, so did Alberta, where I'm from, and so did California, and so did Texas. A lot of people just want to leave their country, I also didn't explain where I'm going. I just realized I got up and left without explaining what's happening. I'm getting a headband. I feel like J-Mash is a little down, but protects too much and secretly craves Portland. I mean, listen, I didn't want to say it. Texas and California are big enough. So wait, did Portland try and leave or Oregon? Because Oregon makes sense, but Portland does seem quite silly. Okay. I am going to put on my, I think that this is gonna work. My piano cam. Doodaloo. Okay, it is not plugged in. I have no idea what it is. It has a friendly homeless population. That's good. All right, where's my plug-in? God damn it. This is unplugged. Everyone calm down. Okay, I just want to show you my notebook. Oh God, I just dropped my mic. If you can't hear me, you will soon. Okay, wait, I figured it out. Okay. All right. Your European friends have hard understand. Yeah, no, it's crazy. I've never gone to Texas, but you've been in Texas. Confusing. I just looked this up and this never happened. James is just spreading rumors. Sorry, my camera died. Yeah. That's okay. You'll survive. What a good thing to be paused on. All right, I'm doing POV streams. Look at this. You get a free 2-in-1. A drawing stream and a POV stream. That is pretty damn good. Okay, so here we are, POV. So gonna show you some good pictures here. This is a good one. This is of Mao, formerly known as Mao _ with a UK flag in front of him. He's getting bricked because he's from the UK. He has an Adidas hat, and he's holding a Newcastle brown ale. Damn it. And he says, "I'm off me fucking tits, mate." So that's an important one. That's good drawing. Let's see what else we got here. This is a donkey kicking the Eiffel Tower. Y'all have been really sleeping on these drawing requests, by the way. This is from Fallout 76. I guess it's the... what is this? Is the Thulu? That's not even in Fallout, is it? And then all the robots fighting in... what is it called? White whatever? Jesus, what is that called? It's been forever since I played this game. White Area Fallout 76. White Spring Resort. No. No. No, that's not what this is. It's the White Spring Resort. Who's talking about? That didn't happen. Of course, the octopus is white. It's blue. It's just hard to color in with. Like, I don't have enough markers. This is me in my power armor in Fallout 76 doing a dab. You find rock of tomato juice with fine wine makes great milkshakes. That sounds horrible, Coochie Crumbler. Coochie Crumbler's really good. I did not. That's from White Spring Resort. That is from a pre-war hotel in Appalachia. I believe this is Ma Tater. I think I did a pretty good job of that. If anyone knows Ma Tater. This is, someone made me draw this. This is Town Best Friends Day, and I think that's Mao and maybe a top house. Tater Thought Hot Dish. Thank you for the follow. Lady, how are you doing? Diva, your art skills are immaculate. Thank you so much. I try extremely hard. So this is the mayor who's actually a unicorn, and then there's like a broom with hair. I don't really remember this, but it's raining on, I think, Mao's parade on Town Best Friends Day. People ask really annoying stuff. Hold the cam. I can't hold the cam. Okay, like, here, I'll show you what's going on right now. I'll show you what's going on. This is why I can't hold the cam. Wait. This is what how I'm showing the notebook. So I have it taped to my head, and then I'm holding up the notebook. So it's pretty difficult to hold this steady, is what I'm trying to say. No, I'm not doing that tape. I can't tape. I did tape it, but it's like hard to do that. Okay, wait. If I have the plastic here, like flush against my forehead, it actually is a lot more. It's actually a lot more steady. You need like a hard hat with a minor light. That's sort of what I was trying to do here. If that's not how that's coming across, I'm sorry. Lady, also, how are you doing? I'm trying. Yeah, no, this is a lot better. Okay, look. This is a lot better. Okay. Lady, I miss you. How are you? This is either me or someone who isn't me with Zambonis as feet. Yeah. These drawing requests used to be a lot more common. This is Chumblago and me and some other person, I don't know who that is, while someone punches, I think, like, I don't know, it might be Futuria punching me in the face or something. This is unclear. This is I should have explained what these were. This is a equivalent. This is from Today's Society. It's pants, wearing pants. I'm impressed with your memory. It's crazy. Yeah, this shit's from like 4 years ago, maybe 5. This is Fat Bottom Lena with like with shooting stuff in her Fallout outfit, because when you have to be naked for a certain build, it works better. And then there's like just Fallout shit everywhere. This is me, I guess, in Texas or something. I think that's the Texas flag. I don't know. I'm saying yeehaw. That's pretty good. What else is there? This is some really chavvy guy, I guess, talking to Mao, saying, "Oi, oi, oi. Never mind the bollocks, bruv. Play FIFA 97 with me, Mao, you bloody tosser." Someone said no ads on ModView. I think that's not true. I think it used to be true, and then they, like, took it away. Because apparently, nothing matters anymore. Bruv. This is like a, what is it called? Like a helicopter, but if it was all made of arms. So that's something. And then this is Newcastle brown ale. This used to be on my wall, and I couldn't bring it with me to LA. I could have, but there's only like so much shit I could have brought over. So, yeah, it was a lot. Let's see. I don't even know what this is. Handicopter. Exactly, Barakov. You got it. This is me, Lena, formerly known as Lena Mothbeard, Chum, and I don't remember who this is, but they didn't have a profile picture, so I just drew the generic profile picture, and we're all going camping together. By ads, he means Moat's drawing. I'm advertising my drawing for only 6,000 points. Apparently, I'll do this again for some reason. All right, so great. We are going to start drawing now. It's me as a child crossing the street in France as French people are rude to me. Okay, I'm gonna have a drawing Paris street in the 2000s, and I'm just gonna draw that traffic. Okay. This is good. Okay, Moat's got the crazy memory but can't remember chat messages. Apparently I just can't read. That has nothing to do with memory. That's just like me not being able to read. It's so weird because I simultaneously have terrible memory but also good memory. Like I remember stuff that happened a while ago that I shouldn't have, but then I forget things that like literally just happened. Which is I don't know what I need to get a brain scan. I'm kind of worried. I think I have brain damage. No croissant. I could have them holding croissants. That sounds offensive, but I'm also angry at the people whom I met. Paris street crosswalk. Let's see. I think you find this tea fun. The same VIP who was shitting on Portland, I think you already had beef because you would make poems for the streamer, but his were shitty because they were made by AI. I mean, they're not really your poems. If you know what I mean, it's not really his poems. If he just finds them off AI, right? Like, at what point is printing a poem off AI and then you changing the words around? Like, how many words do you have to change before it actually becomes yours? You know. Ongoing traffic. You made the streamer 6 poems and your lines were written from scratch. We should have a poem off. Strong, short, strong memory loss. I don't know. Ignore James. What is SCP 3008? You have good JoJo in your lap. Say hello to JoJo. Everyone say hi to JoJo. I miss JoJo so much. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it's the 3rd. I'm gonna hang out with her soon. Maybe next week? He would do a prompt and AI would finish it. That's not... I don't think this person knows what writing is. I don't... Good work, Jago. Alright, so, let's see. You heard Moat removed JoJo's fur. That is not true. Okay, I'm gonna do like a crosswalk, like here, and then here. This is gonna be really photorealistic. Fuck fur. Yeah, exactly. That's why. It's because I'm anti-fur. That's why I removed JoJo's fur. every 9 days. That's not true. That'd be crazy. Could you imagine if I nared my cat? How insane that would be. That would be a literally insane person to do. I might make you a poem and you make them for all the streamers. Nice. That sounds sick. How does one write poems? I feel like I haven't done that since English class. Okay. Let's see. Cars coming onward. And then I'm going to have some guy in a car mad. Because that's just what people in cars do. J-Mesh just antagonizing people for no reason. What? Fuck plastic. Fuck fur and fuck plastics. Absolutely. Hi, Salu. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna have 2 lanes of traffic. It's gonna be a one-way street because I need to draw how mad everybody is and how angry they are in the car. Hi Karma, it's nice to see you. How are you doing? I'm drawing requests for JMash. I haven't done a drawing request in forever. I'm trying to be rude. Why? Why is everyone trying to be rude? Why is everyone? Why? Like why? All right. I'm gonna have them holding not a croissant, but like a baguette. How are you doing, Jay the Bard? How are you doing? Please send me a DM about doing like a horror stream, because we're gonna be doing spooky streams. Also, are you gonna do OnlyFans season 3? Also, is there an OnlyFans season 3? Also, can you tell me 4 facts about what's happened in your life so far? Doing a big sad. I'm sorry about that. You're hanging to take your mind off things. I'm glad you're hanging out with us. I'm sorry about the big sad. I do find that when someone is big sad, okay, so there's certain things, you know, I don't want to moat-splain sadness to you, but I find what happens is I rank my sadness of where I'm at. So if I'm like a 0 to 4, I'd say I'm not sad. 0 is none sad to 4. And I'm like, I'm just chilling. I don't have to do anything. But then like a 4 to like a 7, I feel like mediums, or 4.5 to a 7, I'm like medium sad. And so then it's just like, okay, well, I have to bring out my therapy book, and I look at my, like, you know, not DMT, my, DBT book, dialectical behavioral therapy, and I like figure out my medication, and I call people, and maybe I'll do a meditation or some shit. And then once we get to from 7 or 7.5 to 10, then it's like, I'm big sad. I'm not doing well. I'm crashing out. And at that point, you just kind of have to take care of yourself and just do stuff that makes you happy. So if that's where you are, yeah, the best thing to do is just eat a nice snack. Watch a nice, watch a nice thing. Yeah, 10? Oh, yeah. Okay, so 10, the moat prescription is just eat a nice snack. 8 carbs, good. Watch a nice thing, and find something that is not super strenuous and that will make you smile, or at least make you not frown as much. Yeah, is Mode's Therapy Book Academy. Nerd. Thank you for meditation. Your army. Yeah, I need to do meditation. What is it? Meditation? You go. I'm so bad at it. I used to be good at it. Slow down. What did you ask? Sorry, Jade Bard. Let me slow down. I asked, how are you? How is it going? Please message me about doing a horror project or horror stream. I know we were talking about that because we want to do a spooky thing. Are you going into OnlyFans with a G? Is OnlyFans season 3 still happening? Please say 4 to 5 things that have happened in your life. Mo, you were clinically good at meditations, just advanced sleeping. Honestly, sleeping and drugs, it's got to be basically just that. My medication. But yeah, what's helpful, I actually used to be pretty decent at it because I used to do lessons. But yeah, you breathe in like in, and then you hold and you're like out. And you usually want your mantra to be something like simple and hopefully not upsetting. So you want it to be like something simple like let go. Let go. I did like basically, I read a book, I don't remember the exact title, but it was basically called Meditation for Skeptics. One of my professors gave it to me, didn't give it to me, gave it to borrow. And basically, it's funny because books like that is just convincing people who just are smartasses that like it's real, which I feel like the professor really clocked me with that. Like basically half the book is like, listen, I know this all sounds like some spiritual mumbo jumbo, but here are a bunch of studies why you should believe me. Like it was like half meditation and half being like, we're not crazy, this is a real thing, science shows that this does stuff. Which, so I believe it because I read so much of some dude trying to convince me of that. You are doing OnlyFans 3. Sick. I'll be there. I was working on things for behind the scenes, and there is OnlyFans 3 most likely with Classic Plus. Are you going to be doing... is someone giving you a hand job? Wait, what did I say? Let go. That's funny. I was so confused by that. Yeah, Classic Plus. Are you going to go to BlizzCon? Because I will not be purchasing a ticket to BlizzCon. I got Blizz and TwitchCon. I will not be purchasing a ticket to BlizzCon, but I will be renting an Airbnb and harassing all of the people who are coming into town for BlizzCon, and I'm very excited about that. Yeah, let go. Stop that. You're okay. You're working on your horror show. I don't know what your horror show is. You have to tell me what it is. And you will DM things going on in your life. Yes, please. I almost called J Mash. There's so many J's. Jay the Bard. I am a fan of harassing strangers. That's true, but like not everyone. Like just people I don't think are people. Like kick streamers and World of Warcraft players. You're the best, Jay. Oh, don't say that to J Mash. J Mash has been antagonizing people all stream, so you're just gonna start a fight. Mo, you just need your exercise and your narcolepsy will go away. That's true. People always tell me that. It's just like, have you ever tried like not being tired? I love people who like genuinely, just like meet me and like just literally give me advice like that. It's funny because people are always like, oh my god, like you have narcolepsy? I've never seen you fall asleep on stream. I'm like, you know who else has fucking narcolepsy? Jimmy Kimmel. Like, I'm just like, oh my god, I've never seen Jimmy Kimmel fall asleep on his show. I'm just like, maybe it's because he's hopped up on Provigil and caffeine like the rest of us. You know what I mean? And perhaps being in front of a large studio audience is very activating. There's a lot of... I'm sorry, I'm so behind on fucking chat. If something's really important, just type it again. Otherwise, I've been told I have to stop trying to get every message. I'm at this weird mid place where I should read most of the message, but I can't get all of them. Let's see. Watching One Piece, working your health, chilling, playing horror games. What horror games are you playing? And have you ever played... What's the one that... Amazing Digital Circus is based on? I Have No Mouth and Must Scream or whatever, because I really want to play that now. Going to some horror conventions is pretty much what I've been doing. There you go all at once. Wait, what? But thank you for answering all those questions. You were, but you had to cancel due to other reasons. But who knows? When is BlizzCon? Oh yeah, Bashu, you could fucking come and bother too. Like we could do a whole thing. September 12th to 13th. Moat, you just need your exercise. Yo, yeah. Horror short, Donkey from Shrek 2 is the ghost face killer in Scream 7. What? You're playing WoW right now? Oh damn. He told me to Jago, are you drunk? I'm really happy you're here. But I don't want to call you out. But I'm starting to maybe think you're drunk. Because or maybe my reading comprehension is just getting worse. That's not true, J-Mash. You retired army. I am drunk. Okay, just didn't want to blow up your spot. Sorry. You don't have narcolepsy. It's easy. Just don't have narcolepsy. It's easy. I do it every day. Wait, what am I going to? BlizzCon 2026. Apparently BlizzCon doesn't happen every year too, so you know there's actually something going to be announced. You will do, yeah, because I think I told you to do that before and you did forget. And I cried. I literally sat there crying, being like, wow, Jay the Bard said he would catch me up. Give Jago some keys. Take Jago's keys. You can't drive right now. Except I'm not going to BlizzCon. You're going to your Airbnb and bothering people. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. What is a car? A car is un automobile. Je déteste children. Le children. Okay, I have these two French people. One's just holding a baguette. And this person has a beret. I don't think I saw one person with a beret. Sorry, I'm still mad. I'm still mad about my going to France, like when I was a child. So these are these you can't see yet, but they're mad. And then there's all these children crossing. VA Uber you to appointments. Yeah, everyone Uber Jago to appointments. He's drunk. He can't get there on his own. Or she. I don't know. Airborb. Someone please call Jago an Uber. You might have a free ticket coming your way because you already sold your old ticket. How does one get a cheap and or free ticket to BlizzCon? Listen, here's the thing. I'm not saying that 82nd Fort Bragg. Fort Bragg sounds familiar. Free ticket is being a WoW creator. Jay the Bard, I don't know if you have noticed, but let me just give you a what's it called? A freebie here. This is the bits menu is the bits menu is here, but what is it? I'm sorry, but I don't know if you've heard this.
Moat Simulator, you are a troll.
That's one. We already knew that. Since a troll.
That's Soda Poppin'. That's Soda Poppin' saying I'm the first person to be announced. I have no idea why they said my name first in Only Fangs Season 2, but I'm sorry. That looks pretty WoW. That seems pretty WoW creator to me. That seems... And also, me and Jordy have been starting our dwarf run. So I'm at level 4 on Alliance. It's my first time. So I'm just saying. You were talking with Tips about it. I didn't know you talked to Tips. That's sick. Jay, you're too cool to be hanging out with me. Now, this streamer, this more mods. Exactly, Jacob. Okay, I'm gonna have me with my haircut and my glasses looking sad. Because I'm being bullied by French people. And then there's a bunch of kids crossing too. Okay. So this is a photorealistic video, okay? So I need everyone to be really, really impressed. Zach Tips, S-Fan, and I have been homies for a decade. That's so sick. S-Fan always ignores my DMs. It's fine. You should say I look like such a creepy fan. Jay, I look like such a creepy... It's so funny because, like, so many of my friends, like, talk to S-Fan pretty regularly. And, like, meanwhile, I'm in the back just, like, on Discord, like, hey, S-Fan, I'm not sure if someone told you, but I was looking for this. I literally look like a fucking crazy... It's not... Please tell me why it's not me so I stop feeling bad. Because I feel like such a fucking loser. Because I messaged him on Discord. I messaged him on Twitter. I've double texted him on Twitter. It's so embarrassing. I'm like a very embarrassing person. Okay. This does make me feel better. Okay. Wait, 1 second. All right, J-Mash, I hope you're impressed. This is my photorealistic picture right here. Why isn't this in focus? What the fuck? Okay, here we go. All right. So this is my photorealistic photo of me in France when I was a child. This is me. I have glasses and a haircut, and I'm sad. Yeah. And then this is in Paris. And then this is a bunch of children crossing the street. And they immediately started honking as soon as we started. There's like 40 kids here. And immediately everyone starts honking. And so then this person is mad. They have a baguette because I'm irreverent and edgy. And she's saying Sacre Bleu. And then this person has a beret because I'm a fucking asshole. And then he's saying, Je déteste les children. So this is a core memory of when I first got to France. We started crossing the street and they immediately honked because they were angry. And I was like, well, you got 40 more kids to go, man. So you're going to be pretty mad. So that was my foray into French culture. It's so beautiful. Thank you, Corin. I hope that... while it is photorealistic, it was not the drawing request. Hi, Sibgi. Dude's probably busy as fuck. No, seriously, I totally understand because, like, I don't answer my DMs. There's probably people here who have DM me. There's probably J-Match just sent me a fucking DM and I've ignored it. Let me check. Like, so I get it. It's like I get overwhelmed and I don't respond to anyone. So I would never be like, what's it called? Like, I totally understand when people can't respond. I get overwhelmed and do not respond to fucking anybody. I get, like, really, you are not the only military person here, no. But you are, you know, there can be more than one in chat, Jago. There can be more than one. But yeah, I totally understand being overwhelmed. It's just like, it's so wild. I think this is human nature. It's like when I do it, it's like, oh, I've been overwhelmed. I'm going through a lot at work. I'm going through problems with like friendships, family. Like it's totally valid for me not be responding. But then if there's someone with like 4 billion followers and I message them and they don't respond within 24 hours, I'm like, they hate me. I'm a fucking loser. I'm so cringe right now. They what do they think they're better than me? Like it's just like people are so like there's some fallacy, and I think I really need to think that in my head where it's like there's a fallacy when you're a lot easier. So here's the thing. I think having anxiety is very interesting because it's simultaneously like being way harder on yourself than on other people, while also like being like way easier on yourself than other people. There's like a word for it. I'm gonna ask Gemini because again, I'm not capable of. It only took me like a few months of AI use to like not be capable of critical thinking anymore. But I'm gonna look it up. It's like, what is the fallacy where you're harder on other people than yourself for doing the same shit? All right, speak to me, Gemini. It's this is it. In psychology, this is called the fundamental attribution error or the actor-observer bias. Sorry, this has just gotten like really stupidly academic. But I this has helped me a lot be like easier on other people or harder on myself. Maybe that's not the right takeaway. But it helps to be more like ground you, I think. It helps you to maybe ground yourself in reality a little bit more, I guess. Yeah, it's not like being less hard on other people or harder on yourself. It's like being like looking more for like thinking more rationally. That's how I'm gonna sleep at night. So it's the tendency to judge other actions based on their bad character while other same actions. Okay, this is one of my favorite ways to explain this. So for others, okay, so for example, if like someone shows up late for work, like you have a project and someone's supposed to be helping you with something and they show up late for work. Say they show up 20 minutes late and you're like, oh my God, this person is so irresponsible. We had a project today. Like, I don't think this person even cares about the work. And like, if they only, like all you have to do is just set an alarm earlier, blah, 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 blah. Right? But then if you're 20 minutes late for work and you show up and you're just like, well, like obviously like the traffic was terrible. Like, you know, I live in LA, like everyone should know that that's like totally fine. Like, you know, obviously I care about this job. It's just like a way, like you need to frame things in a way, I think, that will either give your, I think it helps give yourself a little bit more personal responsibility. It's like, okay, you have to take a little more personal responsibility, but also having empathy for other people, because it's like you should, you know, if you can give yourself excuses, you should be able to do excuses for other people. But, you know, it's sort of in the middle. Yeah, let me know, Jay the Bar, about BlizzCon, because I will be around. I am so behind on chat. How did y'all talk so much? The drawing request is you as a child trying to cross the street and getting shit on by the French, not them being mean to you. Getting, like, pooped on? You want, like, a literal fucking... So there's a term in the industry called content brain. Yeah, exactly. It's like, is this stupid, annoying, fundamental attribution error bias, or is it just having content brain? So totally true. This is your truck serial number. I don't think you need to post your serial. We believe you, Jacob. You would add you on Discord just to send duck gifs. Amazing. He's actually the only, well, like current military. I don't know who's current military and who's former. All I did was jump out of planes. That sounds like the one thing you're not supposed to do. I mean, really depends on the circumstance. You're generally not supposed to jump out of planes, but there's sometimes where you're really supposed to jump out of planes. This will be easy to say in voice than text. I think some people always feel off in the space of stream where people feel like they're within some circles. It's very high school, you know, like, and that's why it's like I never want to move to Austin, because Austin feels like, as much as I do enjoy it, I haven't really felt like high school as much as like moving as like being in Austin. The cool thing about me being in Austin is like, you know, I'm not as big as a loser as I was when I was in. I was cool in high school. Okay, y'all. I like the very end. I kind of like became kind of cool, but like in like a lot of junior high, elementary, and like the beginning, very very uncool. So I feel like, you know, it's a little. I mean, I feel like this school is traumatic on everybody, but yeah, it's just like there's very much a thing where it's like, oh, there's this group, you can't come to this party because that's only this group, or you can come to this party, but only if you denounce this person that didn't really do anything wrong. This person just kind of doesn't like them, or this person slept with this guy that this person liked. They weren't dating, but they just both liked the same guy. Keep in mind, these people are in their like late 20s, early 30s. It's just like, this is an insane thing to try and excommunicate someone for. Like, we're like, what? Like, whatever. AI is pretty good at research. It's sort of like Wikipedia, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you should treat AI the same way as Wikipedia. Be like, okay, this seems good, but you definitely need to look at the links, because they can fuck up all the time, and they do fuck up all the time. I am 5 minutes behind chat. You have to just repeat what you said. I'm so sorry. Yeah, y'all are yapping. You're suing me. Fine, I'll have a French person poop on me as a child. You should make an AI chatbot called Moat's mom. Yeah, I'm 5 minutes behind chat. Jesus Christ. There was a time where Moat wasn't cool. I can show you some photos of Shu. It's the point where it's like I'm just at the point in my life where it's funny. But like for years it was like I was bullied so much that it wasn't even funny to like, I didn't even like talking about it like ironically. Like that's where I was. You joined, that's like a long time ago. Damn, you're like a veteran. But yeah, okay, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I'm gonna go take a BRB, and then I'm going to draw a French person taking a poop on me as a child for some reason, and then we're going to go through this fucking IKEA store. It's been an hour and a half. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry if anyone came here for the IKEA store. They just want to fucking hate me right now. All right, I'll be back. Everyone behave. Don't say anything stupid, please. I think my please everyone behave. Give me a second. Right, I'm back and realized not only did I not play the music, I went to mute my mic and unmute the music, and I muted the music and kept my mic unmuted. So sorry if you heard the toilet flush. All right, what is here? Y'all made you leave. Let's think of ways to get me canceled. Yeah, that is easy. I feel like it's just a matter of time. I think photoshopping her into Portland should be enough. Your buddy's online. What grade is you might have to leave for work before Moat finishes the drawing? No. I'm working on it. Okay. Okay, so I have to erase me. Actually, you know what? I'll just have me look slightly different. Okay. I am drawing myself. Thank you so much. Wait, did you mean to do 125? Did you miss? And then you're doing... You didn't need... I would have played it for you. That's so funny. Okay, wait. Here, let's do another one. I feel like you get two. But yeah, this is one of my favorite ones.
You are
Thank you so much.
troll.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
We already knew that. A troll.
And I'll do another. Okay. Yeah! Thank you! That's awesome. Yeah! Yeah, that's the first time I think anyone's done it other than one of my mods, so thank you. Lack of bits, yeah. Okay, wait, I'm gonna redo this one. So this one, thank you so much. These are all WoW themed right now because I'm currently doing a dwarf run with Jordy. Platypus Rider, amazing fucking name. Thank you so much for the follow. But yeah, these are all WoW themed. So the Ahegao orc is just an orc doing a cool dance to a song I like. Soda Poppin' orc is I don't know why I have Soda Poppin' orc. I meant Soda Poppin' troll. But apparently I just don't know how to type, is them announcing me as a troll. For some reason, I was the first person announced in OnlyFans too, which is very funny. Because my name's in the middle of the in the middle of the like M, so it's right in the middle of the alphabet, and I have no skills, but I like that a lot. And then the other one is letter try, and we got a moat dab, which is at the elbows. You guys are remembering points and shit. I feel like everyone forgot that I have point redeems. Is that all the alerts you have? For now, yes. I've just started adding them. Okay, listen. Shout out to my mod, Il Hunter, because he has been making me do sessions. He's been making me do sessions so that I like get my life together. So I am adding more. I will put a note. Let's see. Let me know when you want to do another session. I'm not sure if Thursday works, but I'm gonna try and make time. Okay, chat is alerts. No, that's not an alert. Ignore JMass. That's not true. Let's see. But yeah, this one I like because this is a message from... Apparently, Dopey does not actually speak in the original Snow White. I don't know why. But apparently in the new one he speaks, and it's like everyone thought the dwarves had these like super weird animation, and this is how I feel when I'm doing dwarves in WoW. So I really like this alert. So I'm gonna do it one more time because you messed by one.
Let her try. We're not afraid. Don't be. Not anymore.
That's stupid. Thank you so much for gifting us a sub to Chunky Blitz also. That means we're where are we? We've made a haunted hospital story, so then we have to do a virtual investigation of something. I believe that's where we're at. So we have to do that. I think we might do that next stream if that's okay. Jack, I don't know if you're aware that that's the goals, but we're gonna do a virtual investigation next stream, and that because I still haven't done the IKEA. That's very kind of you, Jack. This is very nice. Is your first time chatter and you're doing this? That's so kind. Do you want me to? Okay, is it okay if I do all of these next stream? Because it might be forever. I stream on. What do I stream? I stream on Wednesday, but I might be doing a second one on Tuesday. Let me know what you think, because that you do. Okay, well, thank you very much. Next stream I will be doing them. I guess I might be doing it on Tuesday. And thank you so much for the follow, Jack. Me hope that's not his name. That's not his name. Jack Hoff. Is that your legal name? There's no me. Why would you say that, J. Hi, Mike. It's nice to see you. Also, if that's not a pun and I'm just pronouncing your name in a really insulting way, I apologize. Okay, it should be. Okay, good. I was like, imagine that's like your real name and it's just like, this actually really hurts my feelings when people call me that. I was like, oh no, I'm sorry. But thank you, that's very kind. Okay, either on Tuesday, because on Wednesday we're going to be doing a stream with Donut. So I'm wondering if I should do them then. I am going to make a note to myself. Fuck, where am I gonna write that? Also, I met all my goals. And we made a hype train. Yes, I appreciate it. Are we talking about the Hawk twins, Mike and York? Mike Hawk? York Hawk? I feel like one of those TV announcers what people are trolling like on I feel like I'm one of those TV announcers that people troll in like local news where they're just like, happy birthday, Mike Hunt. And it's like and then like they don't catch on. Like y'all are or like in like The Simpsons where they do that to Mo. Oh my god. I'm just like a dumbass. She could be offensive for sorry for Mr. Meof. All right, we're also on Toxic Hype Train. So there's a lot going on right now. I have 4 minutes to do the Toxic Hype Train. This is a song that I sing when I have the Hype Train song. And if you don't know what this is, then this is just going to be very odd. So sorry. I'd like to know this is a what's it called? This is I didn't write this. Like I changed like 3 words, but this isn't about me. You also have 15 minutes till you have to leave for work. Okay, well I have to spend the next 3 minutes doing this song, so I'm sure I'll be ready to go soon. Okay. All right, here we go. Hi, everybody. It's been a while since you've seen my face. Haven't been doing so great. I took a little break. A lot of people are saying some things about me that aren't quite true. Doesn't matter if it's true though, as long as it's entertaining to you. Right? You guys having fun? All aboard the Toxic Hype Train. Chugging down the tracks of misinformation, the Toxic Hype Train. Got a one-way ticket to Manipulation Station, the Toxic Hype Train. Tie me to the tax and harass me for my past. Those rumors look like facts if you don't mind the gaps. I won't survive the crash, but hey, at least you're having fun. At least you're having fun. Patriot, this is about Colleen Ballinger. I didn't write this, I swear to God. Hi, everybody. I've been wanting to come on talk to you about a few things. Even though my team has strongly advised me not to say what I want to say, I recently realized they never said I couldn't sing what I wanted to say, so here I am. And today I only want to talk about the facts. So I hope you'll be willing to listen. here we go. Many years ago, I used to message my fans, but not in a creepy way like a lot of you were trying to suggest, okay? It was like more of like a loser kind of way where I was trying to be like besties with everybody. And it was kind of like when you go to a family gathering, you know? It was like a weird aunt there who keeps coming to you and is going like, hey girl, what's the tea? And you're just like, ugh. That was me, but in group chats with my fans, it was weird. I've been sharing my life online for over 15 years. I've poured my heart out, and because of that I feel like I'm talking to my friends, but in the middle of my career. I didn't realize that maybe there should be some boundaries there. Thank you for 5 subs. Holy shit, you just got here. This is insane. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. There were times in the DMs when I would overshare details of my life, which was really weird of me. I haven't done that for years, you see, because I changed my behavior and I took accountability. But that's not very interesting, is it? So let's go on the toxic hype train. Sorry, I forgot the name. The toxic hype train. The locomotive's filled with hateful accusations. The toxic hype train. Steamroll someone's reputation. The toxic hype train. Hop on the board but close your eyes. Otherwise you realize that the train is full of lies. And wait, let me try and do it this right chord. And the person, no, I was trying to do an E7, but I don't know how to do an E7. And the person you despise maybe didn't deserve to die, but hey, at least you're having fun. At least you're having fun. In all seriousness, on a code about accountability for grooming, should she have announced it? Not the kids she was grooming, not Moat, but the lady. Yeah, she didn't take accountability. Look up Colleen Ballinger, in case y'all don't know what this is about. It's crazy how short the memory of the internet is. In all seriousness, I do think it's really important to hold people accountable for their mistakes. You know, we should hope that everybody can learn and grow from their mistakes and change their behavior and be a better person. This is something that I've always tried to do when I make mistakes. And it's something that I'll continue to try to... What? Oh, you don't care? Oh, okay. Thought you wanted me to take accountability. But that's just not the point of your mob mentality, is it? No. Your goal is to ruin the life of the person you despise, while you dramatize your lies and monetize their demise. Yeah, I can already hear the comments in this video. They're like, she's gaslighting, manipulating. She's a narcissist and a rat. I would never make a mistake like that. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that all of you were perfect. So please, criticize me. Bring out your daggers made from your perfect past and stab me repeatedly in my bony little back. I like that she commented on how thin she was in the middle of this insane video. I'm sure you're disappointed in my shitty little song. I know you wanted me to say I was 100% in the wrong. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna take that route of admitting to lies and rumors that you made up for clout. Hey everybody, I found someone new to harass. She did some things I do not like that were in her past. So everybody, gather round, because we're about to attack. But not based on facts. Oh no! Your loaded lethal weapon is your fingers on the keys. This is like 9 minutes long. You don't need any armor when you can hide behind a screen. So shoot me down quick with a click. And bam, my reputation's deceased. I also wanted to take a minute to talk about the girl Miranda sings. You know the one? Yeah, her. She's PG-13. It says that on my website, okay? And it's always been that way. And that's why you won't find my videos on the YouTube Kids app. Because it's true that there are no children over the age of 13. Anyway, I didn't realize it was my responsibility to decide what's appropriate for every kid. Just check. No one's ever made me finish this fucking song. Thank you so much. This is so kind of me. But I don't even know if I know the end of this song. To decide what's appropriate for every kid to see. I've always relied on parents to decide if they're comfortable with watching my family or coming to my live shows. Now, have I made some poor taste? Yeah, sure. Have I made a lot of dumb mistakes? Yes. Am I sad that there's some fans that feel betrayed? Yes. But was it my intention to manipulate? No. But did I do inappropriate things with minors? Yeah, I did, in the context of this song. Thank you for 3 streams, Ice Prophet. It doesn't really matter what my intention was, because it seems as though everyone's already decided. Let me tell you, it's not very fun to have millions of people all over the world call you the most... I've never got to this part. Call you the most vile, horrendous, disgusting, life-ruining words that a person can be called, in my opinion. It doesn't matter that these things aren't true. Everyone just believes you're the type of person who manipulates and abuses children. So, like, I wanted to say that the only thing I've ever groomed is my 2 Persian cats. I'm not a groomer, just a loser. This is a crazy song. Please look this up, anyone who doesn't know what this is. Who didn't understand that I shouldn't respond to fans. And I'm not a predator, even though a lot of you think so. Because 5 years ago, I made a fart joke. So even though I know this video won't change anyone's mind about me, I still felt it was important to come on here and defend myself a little and take accountability. And I also wanted to say that to anyone there who's ever supported me in any capacity, I really, really appreciate you. I'm starting to dissociate. Thank you. For what it's worth, I've never had any bad intentions. But I do feel like shit. So all aboard the toxic hype train, chugging down the tracks of misinformation. The toxic hype train, got a one-way ticket to manipulation station. Toxic hype train, tie me to the tracks and harass me for my past. Rumors look like facts if you don't mind the gaps. Won't survive the crash, but hey, I hope you had some fun. We're not even on the fucking... How long is the song? It's almost done. We're almost done. But it's literally... This person posted a 9-minute non-apology on the ukulele. Actually, you know, I feel like maybe I should let you guys know something. It seems like maybe you're confused about something. I don't know. Maybe let me try and help. Sometimes people make a mistake, okay? And maybe sometimes it involves minors. And it doesn't make them a horrible person, all right? Sometimes people can make a mistake, and they're still a good person. Crazy, I know. Sometimes people can make a mistake, and you don't have to take that mistake, oh no, and twist it up and grind it. Add some lies to it and pulverize it and stab it with knives, ruin a life, and oh no, sometimes people can make a mistake. I can't believe she posted this. It doesn't mean you gotta send them hate, oh no. Sometimes people make mistakes simply cause they made a mistake. That mistake doesn't make them a terrible human. It just makes them human. Just makes them human. But what do I know? Fuck me, right? I've never, thank you so much, I've never gotten that far of this song. That's incredible. So for anyone who doesn't know, a few years ago, which I guess was now 30, okay, I don't have any more songs. I don't have any more songs. Okay, I'm gonna finish this drawing of me getting shit on by a French person. This is an unhinged stream. Okay. When I was in France, I got bullied by people. They really don't like Canadian tourists. And so now I have core memories of just being bullied by French people. But yes, for those of you who don't know, Colleen Ballinger was a extremely popular YouTube from the Shane Dawson times, which maybe should have told you something about how he would be as a person, or how she'd be as a person. So she basically just like got in trouble for, she would do really weird shit. Like she would like have group chats with like her fans who ended up being minors and like say like sex jokes and do inappropriate stuff. And I like, and she just thought because she wasn't like trying to do anything inappropriate that it was okay to speak to like people who were like 16 that way. Turns out it's not. Turns out it's actually not. And so instead of apologizing and being like, oh, this is actually a wrong thing to do as a 30-something woman, she wrote a ukulele song and basically said that everyone else was bullying her. just crazy. Please look up this lore. This is important lore on the Moat stream if you don't know about this. Did the French thumbs me down in public? They did not. They did not. That's true. But I also didn't have a camera. It's never me in these situations as a kid. I wasn't the innocent child like the ones it happens to. Yeah, like she was very much just like, she was just totally normal and defensible response to play a ukulele and deny everything. It's just like so wild to me, like that she's just like, just look up this lore. This lore is insane. But yes, I did get thumbs down in South Dakota, which I thought was rude because most people in South Dakota were quite nice to me. But yeah, these people were quite rude. Yeah, it was never, yeah, it's just like, it's, yeah, it's just like, and having like a bazillion like followers and not understanding like the impact you have on people. Holy fuck. Jack off. Is that 10? That's super fucking kind. That's very, very nice of you. I really, really appreciate it. I think we're almost at our goal for our bit goal, which is crazy. I don't actually have a bit goal yet, so I don't know what to do. I think I might have to get people to do a bit goal. Can someone give me ideas? I'm now at a new record. I don't know what to do with this. You've literally caused a record on my channel. Like this is not a common thing for me. Just so you know, this is very, very kind. Where even is my goal list? I've made, okay, ignore this. I've made it because I only have that because I can't figure out how to add subs. So I have made my goal because with the subs that absolutely has. So just assume that is full. I also, okay, I'm going to tell Il. Also, I need to come up with something to celebrate making my bits goals. Yes, W Jackoff guy actually got held. You have beat the record. You literally have beat the record. It says new record. You can stop now. You have accomplished your goal. I fart in your general direction. So what I'm gonna do though is for this goal, I am not going to do what I did last time, because what I keep doing is no. Lita, I keep doing insane cosplays. So I'm going to try and do something a little more low key this time, because so my goal is, this is a monthly goal I have, and it's around $375. And what I will do is, that seems like a lot of money, but then I'll make my goal something that costs much more than the goal, so I actually end up going backwards. So last time I was a horse cosplay, so I dressed up as a horse and did a cosplay. And then the last one, but I had like a full prosthetic. And then the last one was Dwight Schrute. So I'm thinking maybe I'll do like okay. I'm going to do the goal is going to be I'm making the goal now. The goal that's met is Horse Girl Part 2. Because there's something, and I might stream it, I'm not sure. It depends on how much physical stamina I have. But that's what I'm going to do, is there's going to be a Horse Girl Part 2. It's going to be happening next week. And depending on how that goes, I might either do just a YouTube video of it or a stream. So that's the goal. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And then I'm going to have to reset my goal, I guess, for next time. I'll do that later. Okay. Wait, I'm gonna do it now. Your overgrown dark color over pink, you look worse. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. My I have terrible what's it called, roots right now, because I haven't dyed in a long time, but I'm getting it dyed end of month. So that's why I'm also, this is just gonna go this is gonna be less pink over time as well, because there's no point in me dyeing my hair pink. There's no point in me dyeing my hair pink when I'm about to re-bleach it, because then I just like will have to unbleach a bunch of shit. So basically it's just going to be kind of, it's going to be the worst it is over the next couple weeks. Yeah, I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm fixing it on the 21st. But yeah, no, I like it right now. That's the cool thing about like the overgrow thing. Because it's sort of like, you know, like with, this is too much information for anyone who doesn't dye their hair, but like there's like a balayage where it like, it's kind of has roots and then it slightly lightens. I like it being under, because you don't see where the roots come in. So, because like this honestly looks pretty similar to when I dye it. The only difference is like right at the bottom. But like when I've fully gone in, like this is pretty similar to how it looks anyway. So may I recommend, if anyone's trying to dye their hair, if you dye it underneath, you could really get away with it a lot longer. Okay. Let's see. So I'm going to do all that shit next stream. I might do a third stream this week then, because I'm doing something on Wednesday. I might do a Tuesday stream. Do I have plans Tuesday? No. I might do a Tuesday stream. All right. JMash, this is the, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Level 8. I get to open a hype chest. This is so exciting. I got a honk shoe. I don't know what that means. This is a record for me. So I really appreciate that. That's so fucking kind. Like, truly appreciated. I've been streaming since 2018, so I don't take that lightly to beat a record like that. That's very kind. Okay, here we go. Ready? Piano cam. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, so here we go. So this is a traumatic memory that is my update leaving for work. No, J-Mash, look, it's here. Okay, so me crossing the street as a child, and then all the French people being mad at us because we're tourists. And then this is a French person literally pooping on me because I felt like that as a child. I felt like I was shit on proverbially. So this is a literal version of that. But yes, this is a traumatic childhood memory of me in France. It's so, this is why, okay, I feel like this is maybe me just being insane, but I feel that the France trip of me as a child might have cut so deep down that it's a reason why I like staycations so much, because like I I don't know. I have anxiety. I don't know if y'all have clued in on that, but I get really stressed, and sometimes I get stressed about money. I'm like usually fine with money, but like sometimes I get a little like, you know, everyone gets stressed about that. That's a fair thing to get stressed about. Was that drawn when you were kids? Drawn just now. It's me using stream as therapy to process my emotions of what happened to me as a child. I just drew that now. But I think what happened was, yeah, so I get worried. And so like the thing about vacations, and I'm not a big travel bug. Like I'm more of a stay put bug kind of person. And so I don't like to travel a lot. And so it's not something that I like love to splurge on. Like there's certain things I think people are willing to like save and splurge. I don't know if any of you'll read like Cosmo magazine or something, but they always have like different fashion items, and it's like save and splurge. Like what would you splurge on? What would you save? And so for me, it's just like travel has never been a big splurge for me. I always end up on trips because I always want to see human beings who happen to be in different locales, but I'm not going to the locales because of the locales. I'm going to hang out with the human beings, and then that means I have to leave. I've been streaming for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Yes, indeed. I might have to head out in a bit just because I do work in the morning quite early tomorrow morning, so I might have to do that. But oh yeah, there's a bunch of weird commands. There's commands from that I haven't deleted from I've been streaming since 2018. So like travel is not really one of my splurge things, but I do really like going on staycations. So I like going on staycations. They're less money, and then you can go like out to like the forest. Like I live in Los Angeles, so there's like a ton of places. It's like a 2-hour drive. Like you can go to Joshua Tree, you can go to Big Bear. There's like you can be in like really, really different locales. And it's like a very it's a really soothing place. But then it's like sometimes like I get worried because it's like, imagine I go on this like Japan trip. I've never been to Japan, but I know everyone got to do the Japan trip, and I spend all this fucking money, and I just get food poisoning, and I'm throwing up, and I spend all this money, and I just feel like my return on investment, I think this is like an incorrect way of me to view this shit, but I feel like I fear my return on investment when I go to places like that. Because like when I think about me going to France as a child, and it was a school trip, so you do get like a deal, but like a lot of money was spent for me to go, right? Like I was lucky enough that like my family like paid for it because it was like I was a literal child. But it was like one of the biggest trips I've ever been in my life, next to China, but I worked in China, so I made my money back from there. But yeah, no, France was the most expensive trip. And what happened was, I got bullied by a bunch of French people. And then I cut my eye on my contact lens because I just started to use contact lenses, and I had to wear an eye patch for half the time, so I couldn't see. And then I was bullied because I was very uncool as a kid, and so then the kids were talking about me behind my back about how I looked insane. So that was like, it was just like one of the most expensive trips I've ever been on. And really an unenjoyable time, I'd say. Like there were parts that were nice, but I'm like, I feel like I've had much more fun trips driving 2 hours away. Like just driving 2 hours. So I think perhaps my view of vacationing may be permanently damaged just based on how expensive and exotic that trip was and how unenjoyable and traumatic it was. It just seemed like kind of a waste of time. But I felt really lucky though. Like I do want to go back at some point, but yeah, it's a lot of crazy shit happened that trip. Ever hold your whack at what? Heck if I know, because once a chicken strip is mixing from my what? Coochie, what is this? What is this sentence? Is this English? You've driven past LA while driving to San Diego. Very sketchy and scary place. Listen, it's not all scary and sketchy. Skid Row, sure. Downtown, sure. A lot of like the South Central, sure. A lot of relatively safe neighborhoods at night, sure. But, it's got character, okay? It's got character. You were driving around the hills at 2 a.m. I mean, that's probably hard to do. Like, that's just kind of scary to drive there generally. Yeah, I'm probably in a better place. Exactly. That's how I feel about it. Because I talk about what I do. This is probably toxic, but I will look up people on Facebook who used to bully me as a child and just compare my life to theirs. And I think I did win in a lot of the respect. Like, okay, that sounds bitchy, but I need you to understand, like, I got, like, when I was in junior high, I got, like, cartoon bullied. Like, this isn't, like, a normal amount of bullying. This is like Disney Channel bullying is what I got, okay? Like, I had a kid push me into a locker. Like, I am a girl. I got pushed into a locker by not a grown ass man. He was also in junior high, but like the popular, like, tall dude who hit puberty already. I had this other dude who was one of the cool kids just push all my books off my desk. And then everyone looked the other way where I had to pick them up one by one because no one wanted to help me because it was that uncool. Okay? So I don't feel bad if I look up and I see that Mitchell's gotten a little bit fat. Okay? I don't feel bad if I look it up and see that so-and-so aged badly. Okay? I don't feel bad about this. I don't regret this. I look up and see someone still in the hometown and they dress the exact same way that they did when I was a kid. You know, I don't feel bad based on the amount of trauma that was instilled on me. This has just been one big therapy session, hasn't it? In high school, you were once flipped up and shaken like a piggy bank. Yeah, exactly. That's a common one, though. Zach is dating my mom. That one is used a lot. That's horrible, Copper. I apologize that happened to you. Guys, I don't think we're gonna, okay, is anyone really mad at me? I don't think we're gonna do the IKEA thing today. I think we're gonna do, if you streamed on a cruise, would you be boat simulator? Boom, boom. Yowie Wowie, that's a great name, by the way. He did ask for permission first. That is nice. Yeah, no, they did not ask for permission before they bully me. What happens if you said no, though? Yowie? That's a different type of yowie. You know, it sounds bad, but you were bullied to one kid in high school. You know, that's hard. I remember I bullied a kid when I was in, like, elementary. When I was, like, grade 3 or 4. I do actually regret it. I look him up once in a while. It looks like he found Jesus and then lost Jesus. So I honestly don't know how he's doing. Was really looking forward to IKEA. Okay. Should we start the IKEA? Should we do, okay. Wait, scale of 1 to 10. How I absolutely fuming. Okay, wait. We could do some IKEA. Can we do a really annoying thing where I start halfway of the IKEA and then I say to be continued, and then we'll do all the stuff on the, then we'll do all the things, the goals that I made. All right, we're gonna start it. This is one of my life _ is short. Thank you so much for the follow. What is this killer IKEA? Do it. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do, especially because for some reason there are over 70 of you here also. Like, why are you all here? What is IKEA? I mean, do we have to start at the beginning? What is IKEA? Wikipedia. I feel like AI has taken over Wikipedia's job, and I don't like that. Wikipedia used to be like oh my god, they're just reading off Wikipedia, and now it's AI. It's now kind of more elevated to read off Wikipedia now. It's like, oh, they just took that from Wikipedia. It's like, no, I went on to Wikipedia. You weren't really a bully, but you were in with the bully group in elementary group, so I wouldn't be bullied. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, man. It's fucking war. It's war times when you're a kid. I don't know why you're here. It's 3 a.m. your time, and you should be sleeping, but I'm not tired. You in Eastern time? Yeah, you should be asleep probably, but I don't know what time you should be awake. Wikipedia really gonna be I might actually donate. My parents, I think, have donated to Wikipedia, which I appreciate. My parents, like, have seen us, like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna donate some money to them because they keep asking me, and I think that's nice. I'm like, that's nice, Mom. Sleep after Cinco de Mayo? Oh! No. Because I was going to say I wanted to do a Tuesday stream so I could answer my goals. But then Josh Belmar is doing a Cinco de Mayo stream. Wait. 9 p.m. I may stream. Can I stop by for like an hour-ish? Okay, I think I'm going to stream on Tuesday. Maud Tater's birthday's Tuesday, amazing. THC Tuesday Cinco de Mayo edition. It says it's margaritas. I'm not going to actually make a margarita because I've been honestly pretty good at not drinking lately. Not to say I've stopped. Believe me, I can't stop, won't stop. But I actually haven't drinking in like 2 weeks? Was the last time I drank at the wedding? My friend's wedding? That was a while ago. Yo, I'm like taking care of myself. You were already pretty nice to everyone age 11 and further, but you could do it all again and be even nicer. But I mean, when you're a kid to me, you know? Even junior high people, I probably forgive now to some extent. I mean, obviously not, because I still look them up and see if they're doing badly. But I do understand that, 13, 14, you can actually become quite a better person after that age, obviously. IKEA was founded in 1943. Damn, I didn't know that. By Ingvar Kamprad. So sorry if anyone's Swedish and offended by having things pronounced incorrectly. It has been the world's largest furniture retailer since 2008. Damn. Sebi, how's it going? Sebi, did I respond to your message? If I didn't, I read it and I was like, damn, I'm going to respond. And then I didn't. Sebi, I miss you. We should call soon. The brand... Fucking idiot. This is what I was saying. I was literally just talking about how offended I am when people don't respond when I'm the same fucking way. Like, I get overwhelmed and I'm just like, I can't do this right now. I'll figure it out later. Classic mode, hitting me up, then leaving me on red. But I don't mean I read it like I read it and ignored it. I read it and I was like, that's such a nice message. I can't wait to go back to it when I have more time, mental capacity. Which now I'm saying that out loud makes me feel a lot more understanding of people who've left me on red. Because I'm sure it was not on purpose. All right. The company... Anyway, Sebi... This is important. We're talking about what IKEA is. The company is mainly known for its modernist furniture designs, simple approach to interior design, and its immersive shopping concept, which is based around decorated room settings within big box stores where customers can interact with the products. Honestly, it's a genius. It's a genius invention. In addition, the firm is known for its ready-to-assemble model of furniture sales, continuous product development, and attention to cost control, other elements which have allowed IKEA to establish lower prices than its competitors. So that's what this is. This is sort of like a regular furniture store for like middle class, even like maybe like lower middle class, like affordability, modernist. Great. Nothing could go wrong in IKEA unless we are talking about SCP-3008. Dun, 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 dun. This is my favorite SCP. So this is... Okay, I'm going to try and find where I'm going to go to. Let's see. I am going to get to... I'm going to write it down on my sheet. I'm going to get down to... Note based on recovery time of the journal. Now that I'm around other people. All right, so we're doing first half of SCP-3008 now. Unless, dun 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 dun. The other day, realized I left a mate on red for a month by accident. It happens, man. It happens. But yeah, I also love Swage, by the way. We should do something. He keeps trying to get me to hop on fucking... What the fuck is it? Which Final Fantasy is it? Is it not Final Fantasy and I'm like actually stupid? It's not Final Fantasy, is it? What the fuck is the game y'all do the raves at? And I do want to hop on at some point. So let me know if you want to do that. I'd be really down. I did meet a kid I knew several years ago in middle school who everyone wasn't nice to, and I apologized. He said, it's middle school, man. I remember his name was Kean. Kean's such a cool name, too. Is it Final Fantasy VIII? You're just saying that? I thought you were actually going to IKEA and was excited, but this is good too. Oh! That is a good fucking stream idea. SCP-3008 stream? In a real IKEA? Copper, this is... I'm so excited. Wait 1 second. Okay, wait, I'm sending this to Zach. SCP 3008 stream. Please write this down. Please, I'm begging you. In an actual IKEA. Bruh, that is so good. That's one of my favorite ideas. You're welcome. Can I get an invite? Do you live in the Los Angeles area and are not insane? Let's see. Where the fuck are my ideas? Okay, here we go. SCP 3008. Nope. Well, that's pretty far. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I do use just swears, like something like whole ass, something ass. Yeah, I definitely say things that are potentially taken out of context. Okay, all right, so guys, I'm gonna paint you the picture. This is what we're gonna do, but we're gonna do it in IKEA. I've always wanted to do a backroom stream too. There was this hotel I went to around LA. It was like by the airport, and it was like so backrooms I can't. Like it was like, it felt like I was in the backrooms. Okay, I'm so excited. This is making me so excited. Oh wait, I'm actually gonna message my editor. Yo, I have 2 streams I want to do. He's like super busy, and I'm just like harassing him right now. All right. SCP 3008. Here we go. Object class Euclid. So for those of you who don't know, Euclid is sort of in between. There's like three different types. There's Keter or Keter, which is the worst and the hardest to contain, almost impossible sometimes. And then there's Contained, which is like easy. Euclid is in the middle. So this is sort of like a medium dangerous entity, okay? So let me explain this to you, okay, guys? Special containment procedures. The retail park that contains SCP 3008 has been purchased by the Foundation and converted into site redacted. All public roads leading or passing by site redacted have been redirected. The entrance to SCP 3008 is to be monitored at all times, and no one is to enter SCP 3008 outside of testing as permitted by the senior researcher. All right? Are y'all writing this down, by the way? There is going to be a test, so I really do need y'all to make sure to be using your pens and papers. Humans exiting SCP 3008 are to be detained and then debriefed prior to the administration of anesthetics. I never knew, is that the real word for that? Amnesia? Like amnesia? Anesthetics. Dependent upon the duration of their stay in SCP 3008, a cover story may be needed to be generated prior to their release. Any other entities that are exiting SCP 3008 are to be terminated. Okay, so if you see anything leave this IKEA, get the fuck out. Description. SCP 3008 is a large retail unit previously owned and branded as an IKEA, which is, as we've discussed, a popular furniture retail chain. A person entering SCP 3008 through the main entrance and then passing out of sight of the doors will find themselves translocated into SCP 3008-1. This displacement will typically go unnoticed, as no change will occur from the perspective of the victim. They will generally not become aware until they try to return to the entrance. Did you guys get amnesia about the word amnesia? Like, literally. SCP 3008-1 is a space resembling the inside of an IKEA furniture store, extending far beyond the limits of what could physically be contained within the dimensions of the retail unit. Current measurements indicate an area of at least 10 square kilometers with no visible external terminators detected in any direction. Inconclusive results from the use of laser rangefinders has led to the speculation that the space could be infinite. All right? Good work, Jack. SCP-3008-1 is inhabited by an unknown number of civilians who were trapped within prior to containment. Gathered data suggests they have formed a rudimentary civilization within SCP-3008-1, including the construction of settlements and fortifications for the purpose of defending against SCP-3008-2. Now, at this point, y'all might be wondering, what is SCP-3008-2? And don't worry, we are getting to that right now. SCP-3008-2 are humanoid entities that exist within SCP-3008-1. While superficially they resemble humans, as they possess exaggerated and inconsistent bodily proportions, often described as being perhaps too short or too tall. They possess no facial features, and in all observed cases wear a yellow shirt and blue trousers that are consistent with the IKEA employee uniform. I need to find an employee uniform for this stream. Y'all. Next goal is SCP-3008 stream. That I'm writing that down right now. I'm so excited about this. I don't remember the last time I've been so excited about a goal. That's what's happening. Yeah, we're doing that. Let me get next goal. Wait. Next goal, SCP-3008. Next goal, IKEA SCP stream. Okay, boom. That means I'm going to, okay, I'm doing this right now. I'm doing this right now, y'all, because I'm getting excited. I am, okay, 37500. Okay. I'm ending my goal. New goal. 37500. Start goal. Okay. So this is for next month. All right. I'm going to make it smaller because that looks insane. I believe it's called Dimensionally Transcendental. You've seen fan-made videos of SCP fighting Superman? Damn. Yeah, think about the immersion! We're going to get the uniforms. Okay. Oh my god, what if we could switch over from being trapped to being the people and going around pretending. Oh my god, we're gonna get arrested. We shouldn't do this. 3008-1 has a rudimentary day-night cycle determined by the overhead lighting within the space activating and deactivating at times consistent with the opening and closing times of the original retail store. During the night instances of SCP-3008-2, they will become violent towards all other life forms within SCP-3008-1. During these, thinking about, sorry, I very rarely come up with, not come up with ideas, because you came up with this idea, but I very rarely, when I think of an idea and then start imagining it, this is making, I haven't thought about, this in a while. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. During these bouts of violence, they've heard to vocalize phrases in English that are typically variations of, "The store is now closed. Please exit the building." Once day begins, SCP-3008-2 instances immediately become passive and begin moving about SCP-3008-1 at random. They're unresponsive to questioning or other verbal cues in the state, although they will react violently if they are attacked. So SCP-3008-1 is known to have one or more exits located within, though these exits do not appear to have a fixed position, making it very difficult to actually leave SCP-3008-1 once you are inside. Using any other door besides the main entrance to enter the structure or building through the walls of the retail unit leads to the non-anomalous interior of the original store. Since containment began, 14 individuals have managed to exit SCP-3008. Following extensive debriefing, all individuals have been administered amnestics and released. Now, I would like to bring up a specific incident for you in order to shed light on what it's like to be inside this IKEA. Incident 3008-1. At 12:37 on Redacted, a human male exited SCP-3008, following 10 seconds later by an instance of SCP-3008-2. SCP-3008-2 unfortunately caught and killed the man before itself was terminated by an armed response personnel. This incident represents the only time an incident of SCP-3008-2 has actually exited the building. A full autopsy on the corpse was performed, See 3008-2 autopsy log for more details. The man was actually carrying an IKEA branded journal that seemed to document his time, and this is transcribed below verbatim. I'm going to get a journal and a uniform. Oh my God. I'm going to get a journal and, oh, I'm so excited about this. All right. I'm now going to read part of the journal, but the rest of the journal, if you want to hear about it, will be told on Tuesday. Dun, 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 dun. So please know that you will be receiving more information. It will be to be continued on Tuesday. All right, so this is me being the guy. So I'm writing this to document what I can only assume is my sudden descent into insanity. I can't possibly be that bad a navigator, and yet as I write this, I have been trapped inside IKEA for 2 days. I haven't seen another person in the entire time I've been here. I thought it was a prank at first. Turn the place into a maze, get all the people out and see how long it takes me to get lost, then everyone has a good old laugh. I realized this wasn't the case when I tried to backtrack. Everything had changed, so I ended up lost. Instead of the exit, it was just row after row of bookcases. So I'm trapped in an IKEA. This sounds like the setup for a bad joke. The lights went out at 10 p.m. Nearly gave me a fucking heart attack. That loud electrical thunk sound and then pitch blackness. The place is full of beds, though, and my phone has a torch on it, but no signal. So I found a bed and I went to sleep. Spent most of the day trying to find my way out with no luck. Did find a restaurant serving those meatballs, though, so at least I won't starve. That's probably the punchline to that joke. Anyway, they were still warm and fresh, but maybe I haven't seen any around. They were still warm and fresh, but I hadn't seen anyone around that could have possibly cooked them. I made my way back to the beds before the lights cut out again because it's too dark to search with them off. It's 9 a.m. now, and the lights came back on a little while ago. I swear I've searched the entire area where I came from, and now the exit just obviously isn't here. So I'm going to pick a direction and hope for the best. How are you doing, Enoch? Nice to see you. All right. Next entry. Day 3 of my magical IKEA mystery adventure. If I wasn't sure that there was something seriously weird about this place before, I am now. I walked around for 3 hours in a more or less straight line, insert IKEA joke here, before I came across a ladder next to one of those huge stock shelves they have here. I climbed up to get my bearings, and it looks like this place just stretches on forever. Like that scene from The Lion King, except instead of trees and grass, it was all shelves and tables and crap. I did see a person moving not too far away, though, so I headed over. I thought maybe it was a staff member at first. It was wearing the uniform. And hell, maybe it was. Maybe freakish 7-foot-tall monsters with long arms, short legs, and no faces are just the kind of thing they want working at Super IKEA. The damn thing completely ignored me, though, and with no eyes or ears, I can't even be sure I knew it was there. I thought about shoving it or something to get its attention, but its hands were big enough to crush a watermelon, so I decided against it. It just kept moving along, and eventually I lost sight of it, so I decided to carry on the way I was going. Anyway, no comfy bed for me tonight. Looks like I've entered the improbably hard and pointy table section of the store. Guess I'll just have to do with some bunched up tablecloths. By the way, my phone battery died during the day too. It didn't work anyway, but it feels like I've just lost some sort of vital lifeline. You ever see one of those cartoons where they're going around doors in a hallway and they just pop out of another door in the same hallway? That's how I feel right now. I've seen nothing but the same identical bookshelf for 2 days now. Just row after row after row of them. I mean, come on, I love books as much as the next guy, but this is excessive. I'm obviously still moving forwards, though. I can see the signs hanging overhead passing by. Too bad none of them say exit. I'm not sure who I was addressing that question to. Let's just say it was practice for the autobiography I'm going to write when I get out of here. I'll call it my perfectly normal trip to a regular old IKEA. And then this is crossed out if I ever get out of... Cross it out, because of course I'm going to get out of here. Super IKEA must sell IKEA AI robot bed bugs. That would be pretty cool. You know those like little like wind up toys that look bugs that like run around? All right. Next, what's it called? Entry. Finally, I found some other people. It turns out I'm not the only poor bastard that's trapped in here. Lucky for me, I guess. My 6th night here, 2 of those staff things came at me in the dark. Different from the first one I saw, but it was still messed up. I heard them coming and they were all saying the store was closed and I had to leave the building all nice and polite. Like, I wasn't sure what part was weirder, that they don't have mouths or that they were apparently trying to kill me while they were saying it. They came at me like rabid dogs. So I fucking legged it. I fucking legged it, mate. Sprinting through IKEA in the dark like a fucking madman. I saw it when I cleared another stand of those giant stock shelves, all lit up with torches and floodlights. They've built a whole town in here. I got a massive wall built out of shelves and beds and tables and whatever else. I swear to God, it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Anyways, I guess they saw me coming, or maybe they heard my girlish, cross that out, manly bellows of fear, because they had a gate open and 2 people were waving me in. I heard the staff slam things into the gate behind me after it closed, still politely informing us all that the store was closed. Eventually, they wandered off. They call the town Exchange because that's what's on the sign hanging from the ceiling directly above it. Exchange and returns. All lit up against the night using lights they've found and plugged into the power lines. And there are beds and food and people. Over 50 wonderful people with regular-sized limbs and a full set of facial features. It's now my 7th night here and probably the first one not spent in darkness. A full week living in IKEA. There's probably a TV show in that somewhere. And then from there, to be continued. Because I gotta go to sleep because it's almost midnight. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Please stay on the raid, because if you stay on the raid, then you get you get channel points where you can also ask me to make terrible drawings. So that'll be really good. I am gonna see someone to raid. I will see you so soon. I really, really appreciate y'all being here. Yeah, on the next time of Moat. So I'll see you on Tuesday. Tuesday. All right, let's see. Who should I raid? We got, I don't know. Schmoop Nugget? I like her. Oh, Office Drummer. Yo, let's fucking raid Office Drummer. Awesome. All right. Thank you all so much for being here. I will see you soon. And till next time, thank you, Dag Officer. Have a great one. And yeah, I really appreciate it. This was a very wonderful stream. Thank you so much for the support. It means a fucking lot. It means a fucking lot, bud. And I'll see you soon. All right, y'all. Peace out.